Today's lesson is called You Must Fight a Formidable Warrior. And I have this question. Is our religion and our walk with Jesus Christ meant to be a nice, easy ride? Just a set of nice emotions the whole way. No challenges, no difficulties. Let's look at this by focusing on one of Padre Pio's experiences. Well, we've already covered this story actually in a previous video called The Unwelcome Guest, but I found a much better text, a more complete text, so we're going to give this account again in more depth. This account brings out the true nature of our Lord's adversary and what we are really up against, particularly as Satanism is being more and more mainstreamed. It is important for us to know the adversary's true nature and our role also in the fight between good and evil. Francisco Foggiani, who later became Padre Pio, was meditating on his vocation, and he was given this vision, the following vision. This is New Year's Day in 1903. At his side he beheld a majestic man of rare beauty, resplendent as the sun. So it was real biblical language. This man told him, "Come with me, you must fight a formidable warrior." And he led him into a vast field where there was a great multitude of people, and they were divided into two camps. On the one side he saw mankind with the most beautiful countenance, the beauty of virtue, and they were clad in snow-white garments. And on the other side he saw men of hideous aspect, dressed in black raiment, like so many dark shadows. Now Padre Pio was placed between these two groups where there was a great space. And as he gazed, he saw in the midst of this great space, advancing towards him, a giant, a huge man. The forehead of this giant seemed to touch the heavens, and his face was ugly and contorted. It was horrible. The poor soul of Padre Pio was absolutely terrified, and he was completely disconcerted. He didn't know what to do. His life, it was like his life was suspended right there. He was terrified. And the strange person approached nearer and nearer. Padre Pio's guide informed him that Padre Pio would have to fight this creature. And at these words, Padre Pio's soul turned pale. He was trembling all over, and he was about to fall to the ground. So great was his terror. And then Padre Pio turned to the guide and begged him to spare him from the fury of this sinister being. Just making it even worse, the guide told Padre Pio that this creature was so strong that the strength of all men was not sufficient to bring down the creature. And the guide also told him, "Your very resistance is in vain. You must fight this man. Take heart, enter the battle with confidence. Go forth with courage, and I shall be with you." This is what the guide said to Padre Pio. "In reward for your victory, I shall give you a shining crown, which will adorn your brow." The poor little soul of Padre Pio took heart, and he entered into the battle. And the assault was ferocious, was absolutely ferocious. But with the help of the guide, who remained always at the side of Padre Pio, Padre Pio finally overcame the adversary and threw him to the ground and forced him to flee. So his guide, true to his word, gave Padre Pio this crown of the rarest beauty. But then the guide took the crown away. He withdrew it and said, "I reserve a crown of even greater beauty for you if you fight the good fight with the creature that you have just fought, that you continue to fight this fight." And he warned Padre Pio, this creature will continually renew his assault in order to gain his lost honor. But fight valiantly and do not doubt my help. Keep your eyes wide open, for this mysterious personage will try to take you by surprise. Dirty tactics. Do not fear his formidable might, but remember what I've promised, that I, that is the Lord, our Lord Jesus, will succeed in conquering him. Continuing with the story, when that mysterious man had actually been vanquished, all the multitude of men of horrible countenance, they fled with shrieks and curses and deafening cries. So they were obviously very strongly aligned with this demon. Their hero had been defeated. While on the other side, the multitude of upright people, from them came applause and praise for the splendid man who was more radiant than the sun, who assisted Padre Pio. And with that, the vision ended. So now we can ask, what does this all mean? Well, 2 days later, Padre Pio had another vision. And he had just received communion, and then he was flooded with a supernatural light, and he understood that his entry into the religious life in the service of the heavenly King was to be this battle. So his entire life from then on was to be this battle, and it was to be a prolonged battle against this mysterious man of hell. And he also understood that the demons would present at this battle to mock and jeer at Padre Pio. However, on the other side, the angels too would be present to applaud in the victories. And he understood that the heavenly guide was in fact Jesus Christ, who would sustain him in his battles and would reward him, as long as, and this is important, Padre Pio trusted in him alone and fought valiantly. So as Catholics, we're called to basically battle and to fight valiantly, to be courageous and have fortitude. So in a very real sense, Padre Pio was expected to combat Satan and the demonic world. And thanks be to God, and through Jesus Christ our Lord, Padre Pio prevailed.
In nome del Padre, del Figliolo e dello Spirito Santo, così sia. Sia lodato Gesù e Maria, e
If you are new to our channel, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel, and also click the like button, that is the thumbs up, as that helps us with our YouTube ratings. And of course, if you click the bell, then you will receive notifications from YouTube of future videos we actually produce. And if you send us a message from our website, then you'll be added to this Friday's Mass Prayer Intentions for the protected children of Padre Pio. So please just go to the words "Show More" directly below, click on them, and it has a full set of full description of how to do that.